everyone, welcome to our channel Whiteboard Education. So in this video we are going to start class 10th mathematics, and in this video we are going to start with chapter 5 arithmetic progression. So first of all, I just want to explain the things that you have already studied in your previous class. The arithmetic progression term that you are using here in 10th standard, it's actually not a new for you all. Okay, you have already studied the things related to that in your previous classes as well. So we will start from there and then we will come on proper arithmetic progression. So let's start. So before starting, I just want to ask something. Maybe this is very much easy for you all. So let's start with this. I have drawn a square, then triangle, then square, then triangle, and you have to complete this pattern. So I hope this seems too easy for you all because you have already done all these things in your KG classes, right? So this is very much easy. You can easily complete this pattern like square, triangle and square. Okay, because this is very simple. Here you used your logic, like if it is square and then triangle then square, and this pattern will be like this only. It will be in continuation like this. So this seems very easy. But if I'll give you the number like 1, 3, 5 and I asked you to complete this pattern, then here what you will do, first of all you will observe that what is the common difference between these two numbers. After identifying the common difference, you can easily complete this pattern as well. So let us find out what is the common difference between these two numbers. So the common difference is 1. If I add plus 2, then I will get 3. In this, if I add plus 2, I will get 5. So if I add plus 2, I will get 7. Plus 2, I will get 9. In this, if I add plus 2, I will get 11. Plus 2, then so on. So by identifying the common difference between two numbers, we can easily continue this pattern as well. This is known as series, or you can say sequence, that we have already studied in our previous class. Arithmetic progression is just like this also as well, I can say. In this also you have to find out the common difference. Common difference, or we can say a fixed number. Okay, the common difference will always be a fixed number that you will add in your preceding term. मतलब जो इसके पहले वाली term है उसमें अगर आप वो common difference या वो fixed number add करेंगे, then you will get the next term. Here in this I just want to tell you, each number in arithmetic progression, each number we will call it as a term. We will give it a name. This is called term. Okay, so if you add a fixed number, or we can say that common difference in your preceding number, except the initial number, the first number, you will not supposed to add something there. But here in your like preceding term, whatever the next term they asked, like if they ask 11, after 11 if they ask what is the next number, what is the next term, so what you will do, you will add a fixed number or a common difference in this, and then you will get the next term, right? So this is the preceding term. Okay, so in this we have to add a particular number so that we will get a next term. So arithmetic progression is also like this. Arithmetic progression, if we will later on talk about the definition also. First of all, you have to understand these basic things. See, I will not take it too hard. I will start with the very easy one so that you can easily understand what is this all about. So here is the basic thing that I want to make you understand. So here I hope this is very much understood by you all. Now if I'll take the next pattern or next number, we will say 2, 4, 6, 8, and I asked you to complete this pattern. So what will you do? As I explained you, first of all we will find the common difference. Okay, so common difference, see, here are very easy term I have been given, so you can easily find out the common difference. But the numbers are very much like if they are bigger in numbers, so there it is very difficult for us to find out the common difference. So the very easy way is that common difference will always be a difference between two consecutive terms. Okay, two consecutive terms. If you will find out the difference, you will get this fixed number that you want to add or subtract. It can be like this. So this is how you will find out the fixed number. So if I will talk about in arithmetic progression language, so what it will be, the first number will always denote with A1, it is A2, it is A3, and it's A4. Okay, so if I have to find out the fixed number, what I will do? I will subtract these two consecutive terms, A2 minus A1, and make sure the difference between the terms should be equal. Then only it is known as arithmetic progression. Otherwise, it will not. So if I will do A2 minus A1, it should be equals to A3 minus A2. It should be equals to A4 minus A3. मैं यहाँ पे लिख देती हूँ because here it will not be visible for you all. So A2 minus A1 will be 4 minus 2 will be 2. Next A3 minus A2 will be 6 minus 4. It will give you 2. Then 8 minus 6, it will also give you 2. So we found a fixed number between all these terms. So arithmetic progression is all about, you have to find out the fixed number, and the number should be equal between all these terms. Then only it is known as arithmetic progression, and we will call it here as AP. The short form of arithmetic progression is AP. We often call it AP. So this is all about. Now let us discuss it. Let me write first of all the definition of arithmetic progression. On the basis of that, we will try to understand more about AP. So let's start with the definition first. So this is the definition of arithmetic progression, which says an arithmetic progression is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Why accepting the first term? Because first term will always be given. Okay, so like whatever the example I have already given you, let's take some more example. If before starting with the examples, let me first of all I just want to explain one thing. Here is obtained by adding a fixed number. By adding a fixed number. This fixed number is also called common difference. It is also called common difference, and it can be positive, negative, or 0. Okay, it can be positive, it can be negative, or 0. The difference should be common. It should be a fixed difference. It can be -1, it can be +2, and it can be 0. Like, let me give you example. If I say 5, 5, 5, complete the pattern. So obviously you will write 5, 5, 5, 5. What is the common difference? 0. Means you are adding nothing. Then only you will get the 0, right? So 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 0 will be 5. So here it can be 0 also. And negative in what sense? Like if I write 100, 80, 60, 40, and I ask you to write 2 more. Okay, 2 more. So what is the common difference? What is the common difference here? It is minus 20 means if you do the minus 20 like what I said, this is A1, this is A2 and this is A3 and this is A4. So if I will do A2 minus A1 I will get minus 20. If I will do A3 minus A2 I will get minus 20. And if I will do A4 minus A3 I will get minus 20. Means in each preceding term I have to do minus 20. Then only I will get the next term. So if I will do minus 20 in 40 I will get 20. And then minus 20 I will get 0. Okay. So it can be positive or negative as well. So here you understand this term A1, A2, A3, A4, right? So if we talk about addition, okay, here are the, I'm just talking about the definition that here they have given by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. So here, if the first term is A or A1, right, and the common difference means here what is the common difference? It is minus 20. So common difference we will say it is difference, let's take it D. So what we are doing, if one number is, the first term is A1, okay, first term is A1 and according to the definition they asked us to add a fixed number in the preceding term to get the next term. So A1 plus D, if I will do this I will get A2. Like if the number, if the series is like this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, okay, and the first term is 2, how I will get the second term? By adding a fixed number. So fixed number it's D, means here we are just assuming the common difference as D. So if I will add D in the first term I will get the second term, means if I will get the common difference is what? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is the common difference. So if I will get plus 2 I will get the next term, this is 4. Means if this is A1, by adding a common difference I got the A2, right? If I want to know the third term, then what will I do? If see, this is A2, right? This is A2. Okay. I want to know the third term. So how will I get the third term? Obviously A2 plus D, means in this A2 I will get add the common difference and then I will get A3, means 4 plus 2 I will get the 6, right? So in this manner we will what? Find out the more and more terms. Now here have you understood, the first is A1 plus D, next is A2 plus D, next is A3. Now how this A2 has come? So first of all let us write in the standard form like next term A1 plus D, and how we will write A3, after A1 plus D we will got A2, next A1 plus D plus D, then I will get the A2, then A1 plus D plus D plus D, then I will get the A3. Now, what is this A2? A1 plus D. And what is this A2 plus D? A1 plus D plus D. Na? A2, what was A2? A1 plus D. So, simply we will write A1 plus D. Next, A1 plus 2D, or simply not, if you don't want to write A1, just write A. We are here we are having A as a first term. So A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D. So in this manner you will find out the coming terms. So this is all about arithmetic progression. Not all about arithmetic progression, means This is just an introduction of your exercise 5.1 that you are going to do. In that exercise, only these are the things that you need to understand to solve the exercise. I hope I have explained much, and on the basis of that you will be able to solve the whole exercise. First of all, let's start. Directly let's start with the exercise 5.1. Let us solve few questions so that you will easily understand what is this is all about. Okay, I hope you understood whatever I have explained you. So in the next video we will definitely solve exercise 5.1. Till then, keep practicing.